Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. The streak is at like 2. It's not bad. It's not good though. I'm starting to get a little concerned. I love Blue Baby though. I'm starting to get a little concerned by the fact that we have not discovered our... No curse on the first floor. Are you okay, Isaac? Are you feeling alright? You did put me on the cellar, so there is some fucked upness there. Archon PFTJ, that's me communicating with my home planet, if you don't mind. Let's begin. I'm a little bit concerned by the fact that we have not seen the D100 yet. As I understand it, I looked it up on the wiki, because that's the kind of exhaustive, you know, detail-oriented player that I strive to be at times. But the wiki said it shows up in item rooms. I'm guessing it's just incredibly rare, maybe, is the crux of it. We haven't had it happen yet, and I've been going to boss rush rooms, man. I've been putting in my due diligence. That could be like a show about an investigative journalist, and she's named like Jill Jackson. She does her due diligence every story. Jackson Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of scoops. Think about it. Alright, maybe it's no Shackleton ER, but it's a start. Swallowed Penny is also a start. Pheromones is neither a start nor an end. It exists in a separate category of things that are completely distinct from either beginnings or endings. And we have a Tinted Rock here. Doesn't really matter to me on the first floor whether or not we get this Tinted Rock before the boss fight, after the boss fight, but I'd like to get it in general. I just tried to use my non-existent bomb there. You know, there's some kind of weird psychology that goes on when you play as Blue Baby. I was a little bit concerned about this. The psychology as Blue Baby is, oh, I'm not going to shoot every poop. That would be ridiculous. I'm only going to shoot the poops that I create, as if they're somehow better or more likely to be, you know, paying out with something good. But that's not true, is it? I mean, I think they have the same percentage chance, but for some reason it's like, I made this poop, so I'm going to have it. It's like, if you're eating a shitty meal, I guess you'd probably rather prepare it for yourself than have a restaurant prepare it for you, because at least, like, you know, you made that shitty meal, you know, it's created by thine own hand. Did get hit a couple of times against the haunt. It happens. I am now of the belief firmly that everybody is right, and the hardest part of the haunt by far is those bullshit 3 ghosts that start, and kind of, they have the movement patterns of freaking gurglings. Very scared here. I want him to fire so I can get into a safe zone again. The movement patterns of gurglings, but the HP of a freaking mountain lion. That enemy hasn't been added to Isaac yet, but you know at some point it's going to happen. This part of the haunt is not so bad, even with, you know, no additional HP upgrades of any sort. We got the Halo as a result. I don't feel bad about that at all. Halo's up there as far as all stats upgrades go. I guess the reason that I don't shoot all the poops, and I only shoot the poops that I create, is because that gives me a time limit, right? I'm not going to shoot one poop and it's going to create like 7 poops off of it. I really do not love Dead Bird. It's like when you're talking, we're having a small talk, stop and chat, as Larry David would say, with people, and, you know, if there's like, hey, you know, are you going to the game tonight? Yep, alright, see you there. Like, that's comforting, right? You know that as long as the conversation could possibly go on for, there's a limit to it. The limit is, you know, we've already had the discussion, we've covered the meat of the conversation that we were set to have, now we can go. Whereas if someone came up and was just like, hey, how's it going? You're in a period of social anxiety, at least I am, because that conversation could go on for, I could still be having that conversation right now because it's got no endpoint. That person just wants to talk. And those poops, they just want to be shot. Now, gotta refine that one before it goes in the Jerry Seinfeld-esque stand-up bit. I was gonna say Stanfield, but that's a brand of underwear, not a sitcom named after Jerry Seinfeld. Now, we are going to need a key on this floor. That's very good luck right there, by the way, but I immediately switched back to drill instructor voice. See, what we need here is we're going to, you know, advance physically on the game, and then we are going to achieve a key drop that will allow us to receive our tactical intelligence located in the next golden treasure room. That is a code word. That is an opium den. I think with 5 HP, and considering we're on the basement, 4.5 I should say, but, you know, roughly 5 for some deal purposes, I'm pretty much just gonna roll into this boss fight, beat the shit out of Krampus, and then see what kind of deals with the devil we get. If you can get past, you know, this initial kind of like, you know, rocket launch with Blue Baby, and you get to escape velocity, you know, Inertia will basically carry you the rest of the way for the most part. Was Blue Baby? I think we might have even had Blue Baby on our last run. Was that Blue Baby? Can't remember now. Might have been Isaac, now that I think about it. It was a ridiculous run, if I remember correctly. So we got a range upgrade, which is largely meaningless, but, you know, if we get a Krampus tax here or something, which we don't, I would love to pick up both of these, but picking that up would kill me. You could definitely make the case that it would have been much smarter to pick up Book of Belial than it was to pick up the Mark. That's actually a pretty big misstep for me on that deal with the devil. That's totally my mistake, and I apologize for it. That is not the way that that should have gone. I mean, it's not that big of a deal in the whole scheme of things, but at the same time, I mean, we still got a good item, and it's, you know, that was a great deal with the devil, but I'm disappointed with myself because I could have done a little better. Alright, so we got to decide how we are going to handle this. We just spent 8 cents and we got 1 bomb for it, which is a little bit below market value for sure. Hopefully we just get a consumable key drop. If not, hopefully we get some more money so we can gamble. I'll blow this up. This actually probably gives us one of the best chances to get keys, actually. We got Small Rock, which, at least if we can't get to our item room now, we have gotten a damage upgrade on this floor. Well, we already had a damage upgrade in the form of the Mark, but you know what I'm talking about. There we go. Alright, so that will give us access to the item room. I am going to finish the rest of the floor just in case, because we're a little bit low on consumables, and we've got a little bit of time. Normally, I don't get too worried about, you know, losing our opportunity. That feels pretty good. Losing our opportunity at boss rush until we hit like 7 minutes on the first 2 floors, and we're probably not going to be there, and we've, like, drastically improved our damage over the course of the past 2 floors via Halo and the Mark, and now also Small Rock. So I'm excited, and I think that in the future we're going to be able to go even faster than we're going right now. Yeah, we want Petrified Poop for sure. Swallowed Penny is great if we're taking a lot of damage, but ideally that won't be the case. So, just give me the D100 in here, and then I'll feel less bad about the fact that I... Oh, Book of Shadows is great as well, but I'll feel less bad about the fact that I got rid of the... or didn't get the chance to get Book of Belial, but hey, Book of Shadows is fine. On to the next floor. Money should no longer be very much of an issue if I have the due diligence to shoot all the poops, which is debatable. Curse of Darkness again. The gamma's as high as it'll go. And I should really just, you know, have a hair trigger with Book of Shadows. I can use it on this room if I want. I don't think there's any reason not to. But I should really try to... Oh, well, it's going to sound ridiculous what I'm about to say now. I was going to say I should really use it as soon as I take damage, or as soon as I know that I'm going to take damage. But unfortunately, I'm an idiot and decided not to because I suffer from too good to use syndrome. If too good to use syndrome lasts longer than 4 hours, you should speak to a doctor and probably, I don't know, jerk off or something like that. Get that bad boy out of there. Tears up. Lockdown. Probably not a fair trade. Whether it's unfair in my favor or unfair in the game's favor, I'm not sure. By the way, I picked up Petrified Poop, and I just realized that I immediately after, or maybe immediately before, got rid of the poop, so I'm not going to be able to shoot it every single room. I am a little bit of an idiot sometimes. That is going to compromise my financial integrity over the course of the rest of this run. What a ding-dong. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal in the whole scheme of things, because... You know, we got rid of Swallowed Penny. It's not like we got rid of the cancer trinket or anything like that, but... And it still might be better if we end up coming across some poop, but... A little bit of a silly play. Just not paying attention to all of the, conditions of the run right here. We got another key there. Brother Bobby. Again, I always say it, the best thing about Brother Bobby, Sister Maggie, Ghost Baby, is the fact that once you pick them up, they aren't showing up again. So hopefully we can get enough cash to maybe spawn blood banks, and that is where maybe the true value of this Book of Shadows will come in the early game, before we really have to worry about taking too much damage. I mean, we do seem to improve our damage on a regular basis, which I appreciate. You know, our run is getting stronger as time goes on, which is normally the case, but it's nice to see it happening. Sometimes you get unfortunate instances of terrible luck. Come on, work with me here. Work with me. Are you gonna explode? I can't tell what your color is exactly. You are gonna explode into bullets, which is a rare kind of exploding that doesn't happen that much anymore, but I appreciate you bringing that artisan kind of combustibility back. Only negative thing, really, about Curse of Darkness right now is that I can't really see... Ooh, you know what? I'm very tempted to use... Very, very tempted to use Book of Shadows here, but I think I'm going to get out of it. And at this point, I've already sunk myself in too far. Like, I'm in too deep. I can't use Book of Shadows because the boss fight could be right around the corner. Because I'm an idiot and probably should have used Book of Shadows like 15 times over the course of this floor, but instead chose not to, for reasons kind of unbeknownst to my conscious brain, but I'm going to assume that my unconscious brain had some good reasons for it, one way or the other. Oh, we found the secret room by accident. Always nice when that happens. It is a slot machine, but if we blow it up, maybe we'll get enough money to buy... actually, maybe we'll just get an Eternal Heart, which is basically guaranteed to be protected, which is nice, but... Alright, so just don't take damage... all I had to do was not take damage on that room, and then I'd use Book of Shadows on this room, and all would have been forgiven. We are in a little bit of a dangerous situation. Hopefully we get to deal with the devil for like 9 lives or something like that. Something that allows me to stay alive here. So this is good Book of Shadows usage. I'm a little bit less salty about things now that I know that we're fighting Pestilence, who is actually pretty annoying in his own right. Sometimes you can find yourself trapped pretty easily. Bad play on this floor in particular, but we gotta keep him meat. Don't make me fight Krampus right now. That is Krampus. Alright. When I said don't make me fight Krampus, what I meant to say is make me fight Krampus, but give me Lump of Coal so that I can scale well into the mid-game. Come on, baby. Alright, well, we got kind of lucky there. We're gonna have 2 Spirit Hearts when we go down to the next floor. Save our secret rooms and our shops for then. Again, one of the ways out of a little bit of a dangerous situation here might be for us to teleport out of a boss rush room. So let's just keep our pace high. Not worry too much about, you know, stupid shit like due diligence. Due diligence. I hate that I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do this. That was probably not worth 2 bombs and a key, now that I look at it. Oh, I almost made it too! Okay, this money's for me. Don't walk over the spikes. You can get hit by the bullets, just never walk over the spikes. That money was for me. Because I desperately need to buy a Spirit Heart from our shop, if we can get it. Please be a good pill. Lemon I mean, it's a good pill. It's not really what I was looking for, but it's okay. I have to go back through that shitty room. Oh, I'm not excited about that. Unless... Well, I think either way, even if the secret room is here... We have to go back through, but maybe we can get like a Spirit Heart or something. I'm gonna give you 2 keys, dog. Don't let me down. I'm gonna give you 3. Alright. I'm coming back for you when I get the ability to fly, and you're gonna be real pissed. Okay, actually, we're never going back in that direction. So let's just count those 3 keys as lost, and get on with our fucking lives, alright? This is a very dire situation. I've been playing badly, but also some semi-tricky rooms, and not that many Spirit Heart drops. We've been lucky in a way... this won't help us at all, I think. We've been lucky in a way that we have not actually gotten any HP upgrades, which suck as Blue Baby, but it can be nice to have like a couple HP upgrades just so, you know, you have maybe a bit of a better chance of success. Alright, so we are going to pop a Book of Shadows here. I'm hoping to wait just a little bit longer. Yeah, there we go. So I could get Cube of Meat to actually get to the point where it would rotate around, take out Gertie very easily. Good stuff. Torn Photo. Do we want to explore the rest of this floor? I think, you know, we have so much time. We should explore the rest of the floor. I'm very excited to get Torn Photo, which is a Tears upgrade, but we are lacking kind of seriously in the HP department. We also have no bombs to bust open Tinted Rocks with, which is disappointing, but there is a boss trap room there. Now, the trade-off for not having very much HP is actually kind of okay. You know, we didn't pick up like 8 range upgrades. Pandora's box, huh? We didn't pick up like 8 range upgrades. You know, we have really good damage right now. Especially for where we are in the game. Anytime we can get sustained fire on an enemy, they go down pretty quickly because of Lump of Coal, you know, the all stats upgrade. Small Rock, the Mark, Lump of Coal helping out from a distance. I know I said Lump of Coal twice, but it was, you know, at the forefront of my mind after I started doing damage to Pete from afar here. And of course, Torn Photo with the Tears upgrade as well. Pandora's Box. I think it actually works on the Caves Part 2. It's the Depths Part 2 when it kind of sucks. Yeah, so that gives us 3 Spirit Hearts and a damage upgrade. And Pheromones, which is alright to take with us. I am very, very glad that I explored the rest of this floor. I still need to memorize. Like, this is the same way that, like, to pass, you know, freshman year biology in college, or oftentimes in high school, I guess, you need to memorize, like, I don't know what they call it now. Back when I was in the school, they called it the freaking Krebs cycle, and we didn't question it. That's called, like, the oxalate fucking, you know, ATP cycle or something like that. But anyway, you had to memorize that in order to pass. That's kind of how I feel. Ooh. That's kind of how I feel about the Pandora's box. You should have to, like, that's kind of like a prerequisite, in my opinion, or at least something that helps out a lot when it comes to playing Rebirth, is memorizing when Pandora's box pays out and if it's best to carry it down to one more floor, yada yada yada. But one boss item for Pandora's box for free was a great deal. We just got meat, infamy, Guppy's tail, and some other decent stuff right now. I appreciate this a great deal, and we'll be heading down to the next floor. A little slower than I'd like, but it was well worth the time investment. Curse of the Lost means we can't see where we're going, which is annoying, but not so bad, all things considered, I guess. Beats Curse of Darkness, if only for variety's god darn sake. That floor ended up possibly taking us to the point where a win is much more conceivable. We were all, again, damage was great, all we needed was HP, but getting more damage and also a little bit of HP in the process there feels real nice as well. So we've already encountered 2 dead ends here. I think this is worth it. I should get in the habit of using Book of Shadows a lot more often, because it does have a really, it has a really good effect for a really low amount of charge time, which is an intersection of things you don't have happen all that often in Isaac. So we should, you know, stop being ungrateful and start enjoying it a little bit. We may want to go to that curse room right away. I'll just pop this right now. We won't go to the curse room right away because I just popped Book of Shadows. I'd rather only lose half a Spirit Heart. Normally it's the kind of thing I wouldn't be that concerned with. But because I have a little bit of a history on this run of taking a lot of damage, I would prefer if we could keep our HP alive. But I really want to go to that curse room, as much of our HP as possible alive anyway. But I really want to go to that curse room because it gives us a better chance of becoming Guppy, which would cause me to take less damage on future curse rooms. Now, Spider Bite is a great item. And if we get a great deal with the devil here, it would feel really nice. Let's just put it that way. My ideal deal with the devil at this point would be like a high damage item. Doesn't have to be Mom's Knife or Brimstone, but those are the easiest shortcuts to success here. Either, you know, a high damage item plus 9 lives. 9 lives, a great item for us, takes us a little closer to becoming Guppy. I mean, we're not really that benefited by having Petrified Poop, but we're not going to be that benefited from having the cartridge either. Alright. Thank you, Infamy. I probably should have popped Book of Shadows there, but that's okay. You saved me. I don't think 9 lives carries a penalty for us as Blue Baby, but that's something I should know as well. You know, added to the reading list for winter vacation here. An extra key could open some of these golden chests. I mean, that's, you know, we have Guppy's tail, so that's gonna happen. Just leave, and then that creep is super long lasting. War. Okay, well, if we get a 3rd level Meat Boy, as much as you might think that I would be indignant about it, I would actually be, like, really thankful to get a 3rd level Meat Boy. It would give me a little bit of hope. Oh, shit. It would give me a little bit of hope for the future, but also, I would just, you know, like to see what a 3rd level Meat Boy has to offer. We've seen 4th level Bandage Girl, but there we go. 2nd level Meat Boy. And didn't we already? No, we picked up the Mark. Okay, so Whore of Babylon is really good for us here. But if we pick up, we should pick up the Pact and something, because that'll give us the opportunity to take 2 deals. So we'll pick up the Pact. Then we go to 3.5. You know what? I'm actually just going to pick up the Pact. Whore of Babylon might have been better, but I can't justify getting this close to death. And these deals have been great for Blue Baby. If only we'd had a little bit more of an influx of Spirit Hearts, I'd feel a lot better about it, but I can't complain about getting a basically 1 Spirit Heart deal for the Pact. If I'd taken less damage, we could have justified taking more deals as well, so I'm not blaming the game. It's just one of those situations where normally I kind of am an advocate of semi-recklessly just taking whatever deals you can get. And now, of course, I wish that we had taken another deal, because we have picked up some early HP here. However, I'm also just glad that we, you know, lived, so I can't complain too hard. If I can get to Boss Rush, I would love to get to Boss Rush. That's, yeah, we'll take it. That's the only thing I can really say about that. It doesn't seem too likely that we're going to be able to get to boss rush and teleport out. It can happen. Got an Eternal Heart as our gain from trade there. But it could happen. That's not very smart, but these are all going to die, and we'll pick up a key in the process. Yeah, it could happen. I'm a little bit unsure as to how, but this room is slow, but potentially really, really good. So we're just going to get in here. I want these guys to explode instead of spawning spiders, but it's hard to goad them into that sometimes. We'll put a bomb down here just to speed it up a little bit. And we did get a tarot card. Now, that is like an Empress tarot card is certainly better than a Pheromone's Pill in my mind. Just stay as far away as we can possibly get. That is just great luck right there. Come on, come on. Too slow. You're too slow. We don't want that, but why did I pick it up? Good question. Got about... Ooh, Chaos card. Chaos card is great. What's our other card? Only a teleport card would be better for me than a Chaos card right now, in my opinion. Let's crack it open. I ain't ever scared. That's my logic on that. Okay, I still got the 15 cents. I appreciate it. The second key helps out a lot as well, actually. Red chests? I will fight red chests. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Oh, teleported to a deal with the devil. Guppy? Guppy? Not Guppy. Lemon Party. Speed down. That hurts a little bit. Health up. That's kind of nice. I think I'm going to have to give up the ghost on boss rush here. It's not looking very good. Book of Shadows helping out a lot. Thank you, second level Meat Boy as well. I don't know. Actually, the Husk is so easy to kill. We could kill Mom like instantly with this Chaos card if we want to. Obviously, that's not, you know, the way that you would probably want to use the Chaos card. Much better served using that to kill one of the super late game bosses. But if it helps us get to boss rush and pick up an incredible item, that's not very good right there. If it helps us do that, then that would be awesome. Not even going to worry about that pill. Time is a little bit of the essence right here. There's a tinted rock. I have no bombs, though. Always hurts when you have to admit that to yourself. Bomb? No bomb. Keys. All right, 1920. I don't want that. Sneak in some shots on the diagonal here. We gotta go. We gotta go. Unless there's a bomb, in which case maybe we don't have to go. All right, you get it. See if I care. All right, we're gonna have to give up on boss rush unless we get super lucky. What do we got in here? No greed. No greed. Greed? Ah, you dick! You were good. You were supposed to be the chosen one. Stupidly enough, we can still kill Mom like really, really quickly. That'll do it. Yeah. If this had been a small room and the next room had been Mom, we had a chance. Now we can just slow it down. We got a bomb. Let's go back, use it on the Spirit Heart. We tried. Truth be told, if I'd spent a little bit less time 2 floors ago, probably would have been in a better position, but hey, it's okay. It's all good. Kind of shitty that the only shop that I went to past like the 3rd floor had greed in it, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, ain't it? Throw this down here. Yes. You know, Book of Shadows is lovely. Tammy's Head is an item that I think you avoid it at your own risk. We're doing good damage, and any extra synergies that we get will carry over to Tammy's Head with style. So I appreciate it. Plus, being able to use it every room means that I'm much more likely to get an efficient return on my investment as opposed to Book of Shadows, where I haven't been using it very much at all. Mind you, we're probably more in need of not taking damage than we are of doing extra damage, but what can I say, you know? Sometimes I'm my own worst enemy. Okay. Let's just do this. Good chance at a deal with the devil, I would say. Tammy said, you know, not blowing the doors off yet, but if it starts being amazing, like if we pick up chocolate milk or something like that, God forbid, it would be awesome. If we could just stay roughly in the center here. This is going very well, actually. We're doing a lot of damage. More damage than I would expect, given the fact that we haven't picked up any, like, tier transformation items, but we have gotten a lot of damage upgrades directly from our deals with the devil. So I'm going to take the Polaroid, and we're just going to head downwards. This Chaos card is, like, the ultimate saving throw if we end up in a really, really rough spot against one of the super late game bosses. Wow. Kind of a big whiff there. It's alright, though. Actually, we have one tier effect, and that's Spider Bite, and it's a good one. Certainly better than something like Fear. In my opinion, at least. Not trying to shit on Fear. I hear the game's pretty good. Just trying to say that, I think we're a little bit better off in this situation. Yeah, don't do what I did there, which is just completely freeze up. That is not a red chest. I guess we don't have left hand. I don't know why I was thinking that we did. I was like, it's always red chest, man. Maybe, maybe not. Where did we get that fly from anyway? Was that like a... I have no idea. I guess one of the champions that we fought must have dropped it. This is a very strange run right now. It could work out for us. I'm not taking Shoop the Whoop with us. It could work out for us. I'm almost like exactly at the bounds of like 50-50 right now. That was terrible again. I think there's a decent chance we succeed and a decent chance we fail. And a lot of that is going to depend on this floor's deal with the devil. And a lot of that is going to depend on my own performance, which scares the shit out of me. But, you know, the Chaos card is great, but we've got to actually make it to our boss. And truth be told... Oh, did I even show... I did show the seed on this one, yeah. Shit, that was close. Truth be told, there were ways to play this run better. If you took a little bit less damage than I took, you could have taken more deals with the devil. Did I say tooken? You could have taken more deals with the devil. And if you had taken more deals with the devil, you would have had much more damage at this point. And Book of Belial, which probably would have given you, you know, it would have been like a feedback loop. A positive feedback loop. You would have been, you know, getting more deals with the devil, doing more damage, thus taking less damage, maybe having an opportunity to pick up more deals with the devil. Maybe. Or, you know, if you just look for tinted rocks, which I'm not always the best at. But, oh, that's not a tinted rock. Let's move along here. Good and not so good stuff, but I appreciate Tammy's head for trying there. Just stay as far away as is humanly possible. These guys don't F around. They don't teleport directly under you anymore, which is nice. This is a real dingle. But if I can just get him slowed when he's about to attack, we should have not too much of a risk. Or we can just kill him outright like that. No tinted rocks here. Plenty of money. I should be giving that to Bumfriend now. It's just a bad habit, because you don't end up, you know, it's very rare, relatively rare, I guess I should say, to have Bumfriend. So I'm not used to just saying, like, you know, you take all my money. There is a tinted rock down here. Thank you. We're gonna stay as far away as is humanly possible. Ah, I forgot there was a second polycephalus. That's alright. Ain't war a itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot polycephalus. Doesn't really work. At you all for the first time today. We don't really want that, but, you know, Bumfriend, you're your own worst enemy you're your own worst enemy sometimes as well, though. Why didn't you go pick up that money that was back there? This is a long-assed first womb floor here, utero. Oh, jeez. If we could just fly. And at this point, it really is 9 lives as a potentially run-winning item. Or, if not 9 lives, perhaps, Judas's Shadow. I think it's, you know, there are other items that accomplish that, but I think those are the only ones we could get from a deal with the devil. Like Lazarus's Rags doesn't show up there. Or Abaddon would do it. Thank you, Infamy, for possibly saving my life. Don't see any tinted rocks. Could be one in the corner, but I don't think so. Good. Oh, he's so fast! He's a little too fast for me. Alright. It's a regular boss. It is Mama Gertie, and we can't fly. I feel a surprising desire to pop open this Chaos card, but I'm not going to do it. We've already almost gotten through it, and we didn't take damage, and this is great. Okay, good stuff. A deal with the devil, an HP upgrade. The deal with the devil has Goat Head, which is just too little too late. Like, actually, this item is not worth anything for us right now. The only deal with the devil it would give us guaranteed is the one after the mom's heart fight, which is just meaningless. So now we enter, you know, old school last chance alley here, which is, my way of saying, you know, standard Northern Lion strategy of just, oh, the tinted rock in the top left corner. Standard Northern Lion strategy of just do your best to freaking survive to the chest, and then you've got enough keys to open up all those items and try to make something good happen there. We at least broke even on this room. Oh, you know what? That's for you, bum friend. That's for you. Come on. Spirit hearts. Oh. 2 of hearts. And 2 items that are very specifically bad as Blue Baby. Awesome. That was actually a really good Tammy's Head usage. Where's my Wall Masters? Oh, they both came down at the same time there. Oh, bum friend, it's for you again. I'm sorry. Master of Unlocking. That's much better for us with Guppy's Tail than Rusted Key, I'd say. This is alright. I do recognize that this is kind of like, it's one of my favorite kinds of Isaac runs here. Yeah, sure, why not? This is a run where it's hard. This is a challenging run. But the reason it's challenging is not because of, like, shitty item drops. It's actually because if I'd actually played better and lost a few less Spirit Hearts, we could have picked up a few more Spirit Heart items. So this is a run that I think actually is kind of a cool seed in that it really gives you all the tools that you need to succeed, but you need to allow it to give you the chance to win. I know that sounds kind of, you know, convoluted and maybe highfalutin for an Isaac run here, but it's true. Like, you know, you're really rewarded for playing well on this run, I think, is what I'm trying to get at. This is a big deal right here. Again, it is one of those rooms where I kind of just want to pop Chaos card right away, but the longer we can save Chaos card, the better it works out for us by like 1,000 orders of magnitude. Good. Very, very good, in fact. It is, that's bad of me right there, but it's always nice when you're doing enough damage against Mom's Heart that you can get through it without having to deal with like multiple waves of enemies. So now all we need to do, and it's a big if, but all we need to do is get through the cathedral. And then we have a chance. But by the time we finish the cathedral and go down to the chest, we will know whether or not we're going to have a snail's chance in hell of winning this. Is that an expression, snail's chance in hell? I don't see why snails would be any less likely to succeed in hell than any other animal, you know? It's not like you're in there for eternity. You're not going to run away from anything. If anything, it might be nice to go at a slower pace, you know, just to kind of accept that that's your lot in the afterlife and move along. You know what? I think I can justify this. It's a little dangerous because we're going to have to fight 3 bosses, but the secret rooms, you never know. You know, even a single Eternal Heart might be worth it here. Chub. I feel like we fight 2 Monstros at the end of this. Our damage is so good. It would be a shame to lose this run. I like being able to hit multiple enemies with Tammy's Head, but more than that, I like when enemies have huge hitboxes, so if we're brave enough to stand close to them, we can just completely, you know, hit them with 3 Tammy's Head shots. Does some serious damage, although, now that I think about it, maybe that's not the best idea, because we do have Lump of Coal. Our secret room contains a number of pills. 2 of them are speed downgrades. 1 of them is Balls of Steel. Oh, that's the worst! That is really bad. It throws us off by a little bit. Let's be real about it. Okay, so I was like, I'm gonna go to this room because I think this room has a better chance to pay out for me than it does to not pay out for me. And we end up fighting some of the enemies who are like the most difficult enemies to fight and not get hit by. You know, not the most difficult enemies to kill, but some of the most difficult enemies not to get hit by. We got pretty lucky to get through it without taking damage. So just play your cards right here, because we do have a Tinted Rock. So we're gonna pick up something. Doesn't have to be good. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at there. Bomb and a key is not really what we wanted there. The bombs are a little precious. Oh, you even dropped a Spirit Heart when you died, though. Thank you, you beautiful creature. Good stuff, and Mask of Infamy is the greatest item of all time. Thank you, Infamy. Good and great. Could have easily gotten dick fucked a little bit there. Ah, okay, Fate. Ability to fly plus an Eternal Heart equals, well, we're either dead or it's a Spirit Heart on the next floor. So, I guess, you know, I'm not planning on dying, so I'll consider that a pretty big positive. Plus the ability to fly is crazy. And we only used 1 key to get it, which is nuts as well. Is that enough? I don't think by itself it's enough, but we're at the point where everything that helps could be the, you know, the straw that fixes the camel's back. To, you know, at that point you're probably better off just coming up with another idiom, but hopefully you know what I mean. Basically, like, you know, we're tipping the scales in our favor, and it really is just a little bit of extra weight on our side every one of these items that we get. But we have enough, you know, tiny weights on our side that it might not matter, you know? We might be doing fine. We might be able to do fine now. You picked up 5 cents, you dropped a pill. The pill is puberty. That's fine. That actually, like, legitimately does not bother me. Very difficult dodge there, but it worked out, and you should be exploded. Thank you. Alright, I had a feeling one of you was done. The other one has one more pass, and then is in exactly my line of fuck zonage, so you're dead. An Eternal Heart would be great here, I guess. Alright, that could be better, or it could be meaningless, but that's fine. Do we use the Chaos card against Isaac? Yes. Just so we take as little damage as possible, and we go down to the next floor, with full HP, so we can survive a little bit longer. I don't think that'll make a difference one way or the other. Blue Baby and Isaac are both, you know, pretty much equivalent in terms of their difficulty. We got some shit items here. Experimental treatment could be good, but I always ignore it if my run is at least half decent. Daddy Longlegs is fantastic. Truly, one of the best passive items that you can get. That like, doesn't require your own involvement at all. But, sure, this is not really what I was looking for, but we still have a chance here. We still have a chance here. Drop some chests. This is your time to shine, bum friend. I don't know if you can actually drop chests or if you can only drop regular consumables. I appreciate the extra bomb, actually. You never know if we're not going to find any tinted rocks, but you never know what kind of goodness we might find. Really appreciative of the Fate pickup now. They'll help us get to secret rooms and maybe use bombs against some particularly asshole-ish bosses, at least. Yes. Okay. Not good, but also kind of potentially the greatest item we've ever had. Yeah, this is a dangerous room because of all these blighted ovums. Sincerely could be incredible, this blank card, depending on if we get a tarot card to go along with it. If we don't, obviously it'll be terrible, because how could it not be? But if... And now I'm realizing I'm having a flashback. I'm like, wait, did I just use that Chaos card? Yes, I did. That's okay. Given what we knew about the situation at that time, I still think it was the right decision to use the Chaos card. Now, if I had known that we'd get blank card on the chest, which is a very low percentage chance, I probably would have changed my my course of action. But who knows? Maybe we would have died against Isaac, or maybe we would have come down here with 1 HP or something if I hadn't used it. All we got to do is win, and then all theory crafting bullshit can come later. Decent. A little dangerous. Yeah, I like it when you guys stand fairly close together. It gives the chance that Daddy Longlegs maybe could hit a little bit of both of you at the same time. Good. Thank you for the Spirit Heart and the chest. Above all else. Soy milk. I can't. I'm sorry. If we had chocolate milk show up, I would take it in a heartbeat. It would make Tammy's head so good. But I can't take soy milk and potentially ruin our run here. The world card is not worth using blank card with. Wow, we are actually very close to the boss. If we come this way. Yeah, so we're going to do that. And we also picked up Rotten Baby, which is a great great baby pickup for us. It's a lot of damage. And it's basically guaranteed damage, which I really appreciate as well. That should not have hit me. And by that, I mean I shouldn't have been hit by it. I put myself in a position where I should have been hit by it, but I should not have put myself in that position. What I'm trying to get, I'm not trying to shift blame. Actually, I'm trying to take the blame 100% because I'm an idiot about it. I should not have been standing so close to where Daddy Longlegs could... And it could have gotten worse. Daddy Longlegs could have pushed me through the door as well. So this is the ultimate kind of, you know, don't throw type moment for me here. I have 3.5 HP. That gives me a lot of periods of invincibility. We should be fine against Isaac, but I shouldn't have taken 2 damage against Mega Fatties either. Ah, Sagittarius helps. So I'm going to try to avoid using Tammy's head until we end up spawning some flies with Blue Baby, or on Blue Baby, which is what's happening in the second phase mostly. Once he starts flying, we'll try to get a little closer, or maybe even once I get some permanent invincibility coming. Like the first time I get hit, I'll run up right in his face and just use Tammy's head, and then he'll get hit by like half of the Tammy's head shots, which should compensate for the lack of range. But I think we're probably going to win this one. I mean, it's going very well right now, as you can see. I'm still not comfortable taking any guaranteed damage, though. So if I could just, if I could whittle him down this way, that's fine. Daddy Longlegs helped out a great deal. And then maybe that run didn't turn out as dire as I was expecting. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that run. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.